I'm a big believer in self-education, which means never ends. Right? We're always educating ourselves, constantly evolving, growing, and that's been important to me. It wasn't so much important to me when I was younger because I didn't understand it. But as I grew and developed and understood how important self-education was, reading, going to Nexstar events, going to other events, learning, seminars, really just became more obsessed with it, I guess, in a way, right? Because I understand the value of what it could do for me and the people around me. One of the things I remember talking to a friend of mine, and he said, you know, the number one thing I see that most people fail at is execution, which to me became my discipline, right? Is executing something over and over and over and staying the course on it. We start something and then we kind of fall off, we teeter away from it, fall off, right? We'll start this thing like, it's not working, so we'll just stop trying to be disciplined and execute. We'll go over here and do this or do that. To me, it's just stay the course, right? It's doing the same things over and over every single day, not expecting just the same results, but expecting to be able to find little ways to tweak things as you go, right? So if you don't do the same thing over and over, you're never going to find any way to improve it. Some people do stuff and they expect a different result. Well, mine is we do the same things every day, our huddles every day. We never abandon it, and we just constantly find little ways to improve things. You know, for me, I was always a person that was able to inspire people, get people up and moving, get them motivated, go after it. And I understood numbers to a capacity, but I didn't really understand what numbers moved the business quite yet when I first joined Nexstar. We were growing, doing stuff, but I didn't understand those numbers. And you know, really getting better at understanding the activities that create the outcomes, right? We feel like if we're not getting the numbers up in front of everybody, then how do you up the level of accountability, right? So first off is like, we got to get the numbers up in front of everyone so they see it, and then we work on kind of upping that level of accountability. Most people don't buy in because not because they don't want to, it's most times because they don't understand what they're buying into, right? So you gotta make sure they clearly understand what they're buying into. And once you can identify that and coach them into what they're buying into, usually people will commit.
Having that mindset of talking to people, what are your goals? What do you want to achieve? How are you gonna do it? And how can I support you? Is really what gets the buy-in from people.
And another reason I think you get buy-in is when you clearly articulate your vision as a company. Like, what am I going to buy into if I don't know where we're going? And, you know, we clearly lay out our 1-year plan, our 3-year, our 10-year. Everybody knows our long-term plan, you know, 100 million, 32%. Like, we share that, and there's no secrets. So when we're not getting and moving that direction, we all know that. It's shared very clearly. It's easy to buy into somewhere when you know where it's going.
I think it created a lot of unity and having everybody know our core values. We bring people in, tour the facility first, and we do group interview-ish. We don't interview, but your group touring, and Aaron himself will come and speak to the entire group about who we are, what our mission is, our core values. So before you're even an employee here, you're well aware of what we're looking for and who we are as a company.
When you put your 1-year plan up on the wall, it's just letting your team know this is what we're doing. Have it on the wall in your conference room where you meet with your team so you can try to stay focused on that. Does it always happen? No, but at least it creates a discipline of, if we start talking about other things over here, all we got to do is kind of look over at the wall and say, is that getting us to there? We talk about this a lot and sometimes it gets lost, but the reality is like, I'm just very fortunate to work with a lot of really good people. Like, you know, we all have challenges, including myself, right? I've never ran a $12 million business before. And the business next year is going to be 16.2 and beyond and beyond. So I'm learning along the way with them, but they're the ones getting it done. Like, they're the ones out there as we're sitting here doing this. You know, there's guys out running calls right now. You know, there's other people in the office dispatching, doing all these other things as we just sit here. Somebody's probably right now in a sewer or somewhere in someone's yard, right? They're the ones making it happen. Like, they are the business. You know, just, you know, as the owner, like, the owner, I guess, you know, you get the credit a lot of times for stuff. Yeah, you're the leader and you're driving it, but they're the ones getting it done. Like, they really are, you know. So I just want to make sure that we always, as a company, we recognize our team the best we can. And, you know, we fall short sometimes on that. But they are the ones moving this business. Like, they are the business. I think sometimes we think we are the business as the owners. In a way, we might be the face of it, but we're not the business in my eyes. Our team is our business.